Hi everyone, welcome back. I hope all of you guys are okay. So we are currently at the bus station and we are gonna be on our way to our next adventure, which is Tirana. So I didn't really do any vlogs yesterday because when we managed to get out of the hotel, it was already late. Plus we did a late walking tour, so after we finished that, it was around like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock already, so there wasn't any time to kind of like do a follow-up vlog after that. So I'm starting this vlog as a new thing for today. Anyway, so we're currently on our way to Skanderbeg Square, where we're heading to, and that massive mosque behind me is a new mosque that is being built here in, where again? In Tirana. Apparently it has a maximum of 5,000, so 5,000 people can go in there. So at the moment it's closed because it's still under construction and it's being funded by Turkey. So this building here is the parliament. It's a small building, parliament of Tirana. So they also have other buildings for the parliament, so we can show you that as well later. Oh, today is a weekday, so it's very busy. It's very bustling. A lot of people walking about, but this place is very nice. It's almost have the same feel as Macedonia in a way. Like everything is compact, like the points of interest are compact in the center. So yeah, let's go and explore. So we're now on the bus. We are on our way to the first tourist attraction here, which is the Bank Art 1. So it's one of the bunkers used during the communist times and it's now made into a museum. It's a famous attraction here, and it's also close to one of their cable cars to go up the mountain. So we'll visit that first and see what it's like. Okay, so we just got off the bus. That bus went very busy, like all of a sudden, and then at the end of the stop there's just 2 of us left.
It's very cheap and very easy though.
Yeah, very cheap and very easy. It's like 40 lek per person, so around 30 pence in pounds. Yeah, and then there's the cable car over there. I'm not sure if you can see from the camera, but we're gonna be going there or using that cable car later after we visit the Bank Art museum thingy. So that Bank Art museum is a bunker used, like I've said, during the communist times, and they converted it into a museum. So let's see what's inside there. Apparently it's a few meters underground, so it's gonna be interesting. Okay, so we're now here entering the Bank Art museum. So there's just a long tunnel first to go to the bunker, and it's not, I don't know, it's both for vehicles and for pedestrians, so you just have to walk on the side so you don't get run over by cars or any vehicles. It's a very long tunnel, as you can see. So apparently we can't take a lot of videos in here because it's forbidden, so it's gonna be a short video. I'm not sure how much I can show you guys.
I'm guessing.
Okay, so we just got out of the bunker art. It was very interesting. A lot of history in there. So a lot of the like rooms or the bunker like corridors, they all kind of like look the same. Like over like gradually a lot of like history inside, like how it started and stuff like that. So all of this was happening during like the World War One. Oh, World War Two. Sorry, yeah. It's very interesting because the leader of that time, he visited North Korea and he saw the bunkers there and like came back here and then suddenly like came back to Tirana and suddenly thought like, oh yeah, maybe we should do that as well, like fortify like the city and the country just in case of any like military attacks. So they did that. He wanted around 221 bunkers that spanned over like 8 years of building. They only managed to build around 173,000 bunkers. We're just going to the funicular now with a cable car to go up the mountain. So hopefully this will be less stressful and much enjoyable experience. So let's go. Okay, so we're on our way up now. What's the name of the mountain we're going up to?
Dunno.
It looks like it's going down though. The cable is going down. That's a very nice view of the city. That's the cable car coming up. Okay, so this is very different from the one in Skopje because this is more of a park with a restaurant and like other like activities on the other side. The views are almost the same, like the city and the like the hills and the mountains, but still very beautiful. They also have like a mini park here with like a shooting range and some wild horses, not wild horses but some horses that I think you can ride on. Not sure, but some people are riding the horses. Not sure how far you can go with the horse, but some people are doing their picnic over that side. It's definitely very different from the one in Skopje. It's wider area here, flatter area where people can do picnics and more activities. So yeah, they also have like a kind of almost like a go-kart, like an ATV, but a rougher ATV over that side if you prefer that one. And there's the horses that I was talking about. The horses, they don't have any like chains or any like lead to them. They're just free to roam around. So yeah, very interesting this side. Okay, I think we've explored enough. We're just gonna go down, explore the city again, and go back into the buildings that we didn't manage to go into yesterday. So let's go. Okay, so we're here at the cable car, just waiting to go in. Right, let's go. It's time. Have a nice trip. Thank you. Okay, so we're now back in the town, in the city. So we are now at the Skanderbeg Square. Actually, we're now at the Skanderbeg Square, which is the biggest square here in Tirana. It is also dedicated to their national hero, which is Skanderbeg, which is that statue over there, top of the horse. So the first place that we're gonna visit is this one. So that was the Ethem Bey Mosque, which was reconstructed and conserved, helped by the funding of the Turkish government. And then this building here behind me is the Palace of Culture, which has the ballet and opera house on that side and the library on this side. Also one of their oldest buildings. And on the other side, that side, like over there, is their National History Museum, which is apparently being funded by the European Union to restore the communist mosaic on that front of the building, which is very unusual. But then again, that's part of their history, so I mean, they want to preserve it, I guess. So yeah, this square contains a lot of their old buildings, mostly yellow when they built it. So like that building over there, I think that's the Ministry of Agriculture. And then one building again over there. So those yellow buildings are very old. So when they first got their independence, they decided to like build a lot of those old buildings like in the center. So the yellow buildings were government buildings that were built during the 1920s. So that's where part of their projects. And then they decided recently to build another 10 iconic buildings around this square, which is mostly hotels and offices, maybe residentials as well, to kind of, well, put Tirana on the map, like this section as a tourist attraction. So yeah, I don't know, there's a few like building constructions happening. So yeah, this square is very big. The people's view on this square is like 50-50, because they said it's very big, too big. But then again, it's very useful when they have events in here, like the Christmas markets, or if they have like any demonstrations or stuff like that. So it is useful. But yeah, when it's like this, it's summer, it's too hot basically, because you don't get any shade from here. So let's go explore. Okay, so we're now here at the one of the tourist attractions here, or main buildings here in Tirana. So this is the Christ Resurrection Orthodox Church or Cathedral, and one of the biggest Orthodox churches here in Tirana as well. So apparently this is supposed to compete with the St. Peter's Cathedral in Vatican. So let's go inside. So that was inside the Resurrection of Christ Orthodox Cathedral, one of the biggest cathedrals here in Tirana. Very interesting inside, very ornate and colorful frescoes inside as well. I'm not sure because of the fresco, some of them they look incomplete, because some have like drawings still without any face or color. So maybe it's a work in progress, but apparently this building has been completed on 2012. So yeah, very big, very massive, and it was commissioned by the head of the Orthodox Church here in Tirana. Yeah, very impressive. Then in front of it is another point of interest here in Tirana, the House of Leaves, which is a museum about like the spies, well, spies as in like secret agents during the war. So a lot of their equipments and gadgets that they used during the war is in that museum. If so, it's one of those things that you need to visit as well. So let's go explore the next to the Orthodox cathedral is this iconic building that they were talking about, that the Tirana government wanted to do. It's very beautiful, green and blue combination. So yeah, they're building a few more of this kind of buildings like across or around the Skanderbeg Square to make it more iconic, that square, and beautiful apparently. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Apparently at least 5 years before it gets completed, more or less. Okay, so we're in one of the points of interest here in Tirana. So apparently this building here at the back is the villa of one of the communist leaders before, but the family got expelled from the country, or from this villa, and to another country, and now this villa is just sitting here waiting for plans on what the government is planning to do on it. It's still being maintained, and apparently this villa here has a connection to one of the bunkers. There's an underground connection tunnel into one of the bunkers according to our tour guide yesterday. So very interesting. So he was hoping that this villa would be turned into a museum and people can see what it's like inside there. So yeah, very interesting. So let's go. Okay, so we're here at one of the points of interest here in Tirana again. So this is called the checkpoint, 3-block checkpoint. So we have the bunker from the communist era, the Berlin Wall over there, donated by Berlin when they when the wall collapsed, and then you have the walls there, the support from the mines during when they were building the bunkers. The which one's that one? The bunk art, the big bunk art that we went to earlier. So that's a reminder of the suffering of the Albanians during the communist era. So yeah, very interesting kind of history art installation here. Okay, so the building here on my right, this building here is the residence of the Prime Minister of Tirana.
This is workplace, not workplace.
Oh, workplace of Tirana. It's currently under construction or renovation. Yeah, I don't know what it normally looks like. It looks very plain. So yeah, not very attractive. And then next to it is the pyramid, Tirana Pyramid. That one there. So originally that pyramid was built for the communist leader as a commemorative building for that communist leader, but now it is being restored by, apparently funded by the US government. So this pyramid is now being restored again, funded by the US government, or the US apparently, and it's gonna be converted into a center of telecommunication tech. It's gonna be converted into a telecommunication center. Yeah, very interesting. There's a lot of the buildings here are being funded by different countries actually, which is very good of them. A lot of their taxpayers' money is coming here in Tirana. So yeah, it's currently closed to the public. also don't know when it's gonna be finished.
I think it's going to look nice though, because looking at the pictures here, and
Yeah.
having seen what the pyramid was like before, it was quite.
So the
an ugly
finished
building.
look of this pyramid is gonna be like this. So that's gonna look like that. So when it's finished, it's gonna look beautiful, and hopefully it's gonna be useful for the citizens of Tirana. Also gonna be one of their tourist attractions. Yeah, let's go. Okay, so we're now here at the last stop. So this is the Tirana Castle. So this castle is not a castle anymore, it's just a wall. Behind me is the Tirana Castle. It's a medieval castle, and the only remaining wall is the Ottoman era wall. So it has been reconstructed, and it was finished. When was it finished?
I can't remember.
It's now full of handicraft stores and restaurants and cafes in there. So that's where we're gonna have our dinner. So I'm gonna stop this video here and end this video here. So if you like this video, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram, which is Cowell_Chan, and on my Facebook page, which is Cowell_Travels. And once again, hit that subscribe button and the bell button so that you get notified whenever I upload new videos. Thank you for watching, and see you in my next video. Bye.